Oh, the power went out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're laughing at his misfortune?
I'm like, oh, it's sweet memories.
Sweet
memories of the power going out.
It's like a mini adventure at night, you know? 11 o'clock, the power goes out.
It's 118 degrees in your house.
You go outside and everyone's outside. You got kids playing in the garden. Like, it was almost like a block party. The power goes out, you got a block party.
The power goes out. So you kind of knew who had inverters. And so you kind of look like, okay, the people with the inverters, their power's still on. But then you start looking like, okay, yeah, so-and-so's power's not on. And then they'll start coming out to the balcony and you're like, okay, it's not just us. First year in that apartment where it was literally only us who was losing power.
Paper Pals was the best. I like the Downton Paper Pals. Hey, thank you.
We laugh at our own jokes.
I'm a bit narcissistic.
Who doesn't laugh at our own jokes?
But
really?
when I go back and look at some of my early stuff, I cringe so hard. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty realistic with my work now. So when I go back and watch Downton Paper Pals or Holly Bolly Paper Pals, that Holly Bolly Paper Pals is hilarious. There's like 28 characters that big.
Cup
Holly Bolly is so good.
Was so good.
All right, make the call. Hello?
Perfect spot. See him about 5 minutes.
You're coming. How is this possible? No, but you died.
Oh, mommy, see, I told you, go surreal.
We're magicians, you idiots. We faked our deaths. And now you're holding the decoy cup. You just got framed. But there's only one guy capable of making masks that realistic. That's right. Tool shit. How did you? I thought you were my informant.
We had an informant of our own. But you died.
That's what you think.
Jay, how is it possible? Where's Jay?
He's been dead since the beginning of Doom 1. I've been planning heists with the criminals ever since.
You killed Jay?
No, he got hit when he walked into the street after our meeting when I was acting blind. So where are we?
We lost track of double crosses at this point.
Who's the villain? Who are we gonna pin this on?
Well, find out the guy we were pinning on is dead, so I don't know.
I thought we were gonna pin it on Ali.
No, I thought you were the leader, so we're gonna pin on you. Ali was going to get out with a slap on the wrist claiming his life was in danger.
Germany wins!
At this point, we pretty much need a miracle. I think we planned ourselves into a corner.
We deserve the World Cup!
That'll work. I mean, just don't even bother watching the next Doom. Just go back and watch that. I'm serious.
It was so good. You guys just need to watch it. Now, if you're in America, you may not want to watch it. If you,
it doesn't matter. Like, you do not have to get all the inside jokes to
and then you have to like kind of remember what was happening around the World Cup because we incorporated some some jokes that was happening around the World Cup.
Maybe we should just keep the Kadoom thing going, like we do.
Doom,
and it's just each one. It's like Ocean's 21, Kadoom 24. Okay, sorry, hold on. Educate us, how difficult is this from Bargfan? It's interesting to hear other fiddle styles. The dexterity of the left hand is really impressive. His bow style reminds me of kind of an Appalachian fiddle.
Yes, very much.
It's almost like jazz. It's almost like India came up with its own jazz before jazz existed. His tone, so what tone means is, you know, how you're playing with your bow. The tone very much sounds like a fiddle tone. Now, there are fiddlers now who, oh, man, it's just so diverse. It's kind of hard. I mean, the instrument's been taken in so many different directions. But if you listen to, I feel like, Nepali folk songs, this style of South Indian violin, and then like Appalachian fiddle, or Celtic fiddle from Ireland, they all have a similar vibe to it. And they're all difficult in their own ways. It's learning it takes some time. Because from a classical perspective, you just think differently. You have to kind of free your mind, like the Matrix sort of deal. No, that's really nice. Devashish Sharma says your channel is really the best.
Thank you for not saying that our channel is dying, because that's what I expected it to say.
It's fine.
Your channel is dying.
It's fine. It is dying in a sense. I mean, we are making less money, but you know, we're having more fun now, so that's good. Bobby Cash, we mentioned him last week. I still hadn't had time to watch this one.
Sorry, we've been watching Downton Abbey this week.
Yeah, so Satya's had the demand
free time.
Indian culture versus American culture submitted a question by Dilip Kumar 111. The main differences between Indian and American cultures. Okay, well, first off,
you're from South India. We will be telling you the main differences between North Indian culture and American culture, which may still.
Okay, so the first thing I would say is just the national boundaries are in many ways arbitrary and artificial ways of delineating culture. Man, it's difficult because, on the one hand, you want to be like patriotic, you want to support your country, but it's like New Orleans, Panama City, Washington, D.C., and Oregon are like 4 different worlds, okay? And in India, they're even more diverse. If you have Assam and Tamil Nadu.
And
it's like
Maharashtra.
These are like different universes, okay? Because you got different languages associated. Now, someone in New Orleans in the U.S., they might speak Creole, which is this pidgin mix of French and English and something. And so, I mean, there are some small differences in dialect in America, but in general, Americans speak English. It's so pervasive. But even now in India, you still have some arguments, about what language to speak, and there's a lot of tension over that. In America, we'll make fun of each other for our accents, and that happens in India to some degree too. But there're just so many cultures in India, it's almost like an unfair comparison. And look at how much, you've seen with the news, just how much conflict we've had in the last 3 years, rhetorically and in the news. And people at each other's throats. And so we don't get along and we speak one language.
America.
That's
what we speak.
What does America even mean anymore?
Now, that's funny, though. Definitely not Solar Renekton said. First, toilet paper. Let's just, Ford's going deep and philosophical.
First, toilet paper.
First, let's just talk about toilet paper versus mug. Yes.
Right. Yep, that's one fundamental one. Okay, so
main difference.
Some on the level, on the higher level. So that would be one that kind of unites India versus uniting America. The other one would be, Americans really like our ice in our drinks.
Yes, we like ice in our drinks, and we like our drinks to be this big. In India, your drinks are this big.
This big, no ice.
I think public transportation. Like in India, the nice thing is you can take a rickshaw anywhere. Here in America, you're going to have to shovel out the big bucks to take Uber. You have to have your own car in America. In India, you can make it without a vehicle. You're owning a vehicle.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, and there are places in America where you can,
right,
like New York.
That's true. And
but
we haven't lived in any of those major urban
Right,
centers.
and the thing is, America just is sprawl, and the automobile has made America. The interstate system has made America
and even
what it is.
Urban, our big cities are still sprawl.
Yeah.
More so than big cities in India.
So one of the benefits America had, and it's now turning, into my opinion, to a detriment, is the dependence on roads and the automobile. Like, we just modeled everything after the automobile. And so now we're in a small town. Basically. Yeah. There's less people in... There's less people in our county than in our locality in Delhi. There's about an analogous amount of people. So you just have to drive everywhere. And I'm having to drive, 20 minutes to get to work. And it's just stupid.
All right, so yes, let's talk sauces. In America, you go to Subway. You go to Subway, you choose the sandwich you want, they put it together, you put your veggies on top, and they ask you, what sauce do you want? You will tell them one type of sauce that you want. One. You go to Subway in India, you choose your sandwich, you get all your stuff, what sauces do you want? Each sauce! It just blew our mind. Literally, they would put 7 different sauces on sandwiches in Subway, and that is not how we do it in America. Very, very different.
That's a stereotype, though. Not everyone in India puts that much sauce on Subway, though.
Okay, maybe not everyone would put one of each, but everyone would put at least 4 different sauces on their Subway sandwiches. You just forgot. Maybe I ate more Subway in India than you did.
I did not eat as much Subway.
So I liked Subway because I loved their
at the Sector 50 Subway in Noida.
Tikka.
Let's make that.
No, but even in Delhi, because we would sometimes go to the Subway at GK1 Market or someplace like that.
Go.
Or at Lajpat Nagar.
You put ketchup on Maggie. See, there are Americans who put ketchup on a lot of stuff. I would never put ketchup on.
His father
My
an
dad does put
American that will
ketchup,
put
that's true.
ketchup on stuff that a normal American would never put ketchup on, because I would never put ketchup on Maggie.
No.
Or
would
like
never
if
do
I
it.
got lasagna here, no, I would never put ketchup on my pasta.
I just
Never.
don't like ketchup, but I kind of just do it just to do it. India likes masala. America likes hamburgers. I think that kind of, sums it up. We like, actually, that's not a bad
It's really not bad.
illustration, because
Yeah.
if you look at Indian film, whether it's Bollywood or Tollywood or Tollywood or Collywood or whatever, India tends to, on the mainstream level at least, to get something that everything in one. It's masala, it's sweet, it's spicy, it's sad, it's happy, it's a comedy, it's a romance, it's a drama, it's a horror story, like all wrapped into one thing. Robot, it would be the quintessential, like, it's sci-fi, it's romance, it's comedy, it's social commentary. I mean, that social commentary moment in Inthiran is straight up like, what just happened? That movie blows my mind. So that's masala, right? Like, I mean, it's like a buffet in a dish. And I think for America, like, we're just like, I got my meat, I got my bread.
What, meat and potatoes?
Right,
You
but
know,
no, but I mean,
potatoes, veggie.
but the
That's-
hamburger, like, it's just
Right.
all in one
Just
thing,
kind of
and it's
all-
just,
yeah.
and it's like, yeah, here we go, America.
We have not tried Northeast Indian cuisine.
I've tried a little bit. I have Nagaland. There was a Nagaland restaurant in Green Park. Green Park. Like, if you're in Delhi visiting or whatever, you should go over to Green Park, because they have this wide array of interesting restaurants. It was almost like going to Epcot and seeing, like, it
fun.
was like Epcot for India. Of course, you can go to Dilli Haat and get a similar experience.
Right.
But this Nagaland restaurant, there was something I tasted there I have never tasted in my life. It was this pork dish, and it was such an explosion of flavor. I have never tasted anything like that. I couldn't tell if I actually liked it, but I want to try it again. It was absolutely unique.
If you would like to give us $1 million, we'll take it.
America
Happily.
loves freedom. Freedom!
And lots of Americans are obsessed with steak and barbecue and bacon.
Barbecue.
Steak, barbecue,
Oh.
bacon.
Americans love, what do Americans
We
love?
love
Barbecue
pig.
and Mexican.
Barbecue and Mexican.
Who the hell are you guys?
Nice. Very nice.
That is
wow.
some great editing work there.
Wow.
Well done. We are watching. You have to
Wow.
come over to there's a link below. It says
To the
join the
Twitch
mainstream here.
stream.
You don't have
To
to have
the
an
Twitch
account. You just
stream.
click on it. You can see it. We were watching a mashup of the Avengers Infinity War trailer. So it's the audio from the Avengers Infinity War set to Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Cheshma. Someone did a great little edit there.
Wow. That was awesome.
If you have any India-related links, it can be film, movies, food, questions about American culture, questions about differences between Indian and American culture, let us know in the comments below, or you can head on over to our India Connection subreddit, and we will answer them there. Make yourself a Reddit account, submit your links, submit your questions there. It's an easier place to kind of keep these things categorized. So go check it out. It's linked below in the description. And if we would like to catch our stream live, tune in Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So it's evening time if you're in India. And we will be going through our favorite creative, cross-cultural, and constructive links and questions and conversation topics from the week. So come on over and see us. Until next time, keep it cross-cultural.